Hi Aries, welcome to your June love reading 2018. This is Eriu Tarot Readings and you're very welcome here today. To my old subscribers, I'm sorry I couldn't get to you the last couple of months. Life is just changing and moving for me and I'm just needing to keep up, and I hate not being consistent with this channel and I've no one else to kind of take care of it for me, so apologies, but I'm here with you now anyway. And to my new subscribers, you are very welcome here as well. So this is your love reading, as I said, for June 2018. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Check out your moon and rising sign as well. Those videos can be of importance to you. You don't know until you watch them. And also, it's a general reading, so it's not going to fully resonate, okay? But we'll do our best to figure it out. Aries, what's going on in the old love life? This is for couples and singles, by the way, as well. So take from it what you will, yeah? Okay. And we'll take one more card as well for the end. Now, let's see how you're getting on. Oh. Do you know what? The Knight of Rods been popping up a lot for people. There's a lot of earth energy going on. Oh, never mind you if you're eyeing someone else. Oh, alright, so we have a few people around you, Aries, don't we? What is going on? Let's see if you can see that correctly, yeah? Okay, right, so in your recent past, and this can be 3 to 4 months, can even sometimes be 3 to 4 years. I just had that with the Saggy video. You've got the Hierophant, the World, Knight of Rods, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so let me just have a look at this for a second now. Okay, so what's happening for some of you, I'm not seeing anyone in the past properly coming up, but I do see you here as the Knight of Rods, and some of you may be questioning. And just actually, funny enough, I had this with Leo in some ways as well. But looking at what it means to be with someone, looking at what it means to be in a loyal, committed relationship, looking at it from, in your own environment or even in a bigger global sense. I think some of you are questioning whether or not the institutions still add up, whether or not they have relevance in love. And it's interesting because I don't feel like you're worried. I don't feel like you're concerned. To be honest, Aries, though, like you guys are so good looking. Aren't you though? Jesus, Aries and Leo and Sag people are so good looking, and I always feel like you never have, like, you always have people there. Do you know that you always have a suitor if you want one, or a lady, whichever one you like. I always feel like you always have somebody there in the background. If you really wanted someone, you could. You can get anyone. Anyway, I digress. But this is you looking at it from a more retrospective view, and just kind of actually saying to yourself, look, do I really want this? If I don't get married, or if I get married to someone, or if I'm in a long committed relationship, is that going to be everything and all that I need forever? Now, you'll feel comfortable, you'll feel secure, yeah, which most people do. This is why they kind of go into relationships. But you're kind of questioning, you're going, if I don't have that, and if I don't get that, then what? Am I obsolete? Am I invalid? I'm going to tell you no straight up. But these are the things you're wondering about. I feel like you're really looking at this on a global scale. How love is now, how people work in love, how people are never dating, they're hanging out all the time. You know, and you're like, I kind of want to be the center of my universe. I want to be the one to have control over these things. But if it doesn't work for me, then what? You're like, I'll feel all right. It's interesting. You've both got the wand here and or what, rod even as well. The same thing. And you've both have a wand or a rod here as well. So you're very much putting the microscope on your love life at the moment and keeping it quite central. But interestingly enough, having a slight distance from it, having the ability to really mentally distance yourself and analyze it with a bit more accuracy, as opposed to adding in any emotional ties. And what you're doing is going, do you know what? This is all a bit much. Like, can I just say for couples as well, by the way, the Hierophant, this is maybe your partner who may be a Taurus, or you looking for marriage and almost wanting to complete your world in that sense, and it not happening, and you going, what's going on? So it's applicable, as I said, to couples and singles. And then what happens? You take a step back and you just chill. Interestingly enough, this kind of fire energy that you have is always about, and because Aries is the first one, the entire zodiac. Aries is like the baby of the zodiac, yet it wants everything, it wants it now, and I want it for me. And you're all about self-expression and self-exploration, I guess, in some ways, but using your external world. But instead of you kind of moving forward, being like, this is it, this is what I want, you kind of stop. You stop yourself. The Hanged Man energy comes in. So you have 4 major arcanas here, and 3 are on your top row of recent or past loves. And this is saying that you just kind of, not that you don't know, but you're just kind of sick of the heaviness of it all. And you're just kind of sick of not getting the answers that you want. And you're just kind of sick of the people that say they're one thing and then they're not. And you're like, why did you even bother? That's what I keep hearing. Some of you, male and female, why did you even bother investing? Why did you even come after me? What was the point of you doing that? And you're just kind of sick of the bullshit in love. Sorry if you can see that flies buzzing around. And for couples as well, you're kind of wondering, well, is this going to happen for me? Or if it doesn't, what does it mean for me? So you've decided to be, in the past, you decided to be in this hangman energy where you're just like, do you know what? I'm chilling out. I'm really going to chill out. And not only that, you just kind of come at it from a different perspective. You're like, instead of me going full force and asking and wanting and maybe like really pushing the scenario or trying to push yourself into love and how it works these days, you're going, do you know what? I'm just going to take a backseat. Thanks very much. I'm going to let it come to me. And you're looking at it and you're observing over the next while, which is great. Because there's something else going on here, which I find interesting. You've got the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Death. So I want to go straight to you because I feel like this is your energy in the center. Even though it's not fire, I feel like it's you. And this whole like stressing out and wondering and research about it all now, you're just going, do you know what? I'm going to give my own cup to myself, thanks. That's your perspective. That's how you've turned it on its head in June. That's how you will turn it on its head. Well, do you know what? Instead of me being external and me reaching for things, I'm going to just let them come to me. And I'm going to give back to myself a little bit more. Because I couldn't be bothered with, I hear such frustration. I couldn't be bothered with all these fucking ass. I couldn't be bothered with this person. It's all the same shit. Some of you as well might be getting a few people that text you, like, will text you and you'll text for a bit and then they won't write back for like 2 weeks. And then they text you again and you're like, what is your issue? What is your issue? Why are you even, this is the whole thing I keep hearing, is why are you even bothering? Now it's interesting to me because you do have a Page of Swords here to your, well, it'll be her right hand side, but to our left hand side. And the Swords energy can be Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. Now you do have someone, this is definitely a friend capacity, I want to say, because I feel it. I don't feel like it's you being romantic. There's somebody on the sidelines watching you change. Or else helping you to change as well, but they feel a little bit quieter. It's interesting. Page of Swords for me is a Gemini card, and it's all about Mercury, baby. It's all about the talk, but they are being observant and watching you, and they could be very much influenced in a really good way about maybe I should do this. But someone's going to come forward to you in the next few weeks, Aries, and they're going to say, and you're not going to pick up on it immediately of what it is that they mean, but they're going to say something in their own way that means how they feel about you. They could be younger than you as well. I do feel apprehension. It could be somebody, if you're a guardian, not a guardian of someone, but if you're tutoring someone, or you're a teacher, or you're a coach, or whatever like that, there is someone that's younger than you that sees you in a very powerful womanly way, or you know, I say it doesn't matter gender specific, but the energies of the feminine that are coming through in you, which can also come through in guys as well. That's you know, we fluctuate between the two. And I think this is just a really big admiration that they have for you, because they see how you move and work throughout the world. Now, death comes though, and this is probably, you're like, why is this here? Well, death is all about cleansing, right? Who got this now? Who got this? Was it Aquarius? I can't remember. But death, as I said to the other sign, death comes and cleanses it. Death washes it away. You know that beautiful moment when you see the sea come in, the tide comes in, and it's beautiful, and then just as fast as it comes in, it pulls out again. And it's like everything that was there before, all that kind of debris is just pulled with it. And it's like the sand is cleansed again. And that's what this card does. It doesn't need to mean death. It doesn't need to mean anything bad is happening. Actually, something very good is happening. It's getting rid of all the crap you don't want anymore, Aries. That includes your past lovers. That includes anyone you're texting or talking to now. That may also even include your current partner. Now, just to bring it back really quickly, if this is your current partner, they may be feeling slightly minute in comparison to you. By that I mean their energy feels a lot smaller, and they're looking at you thinking that this person is very knowledgeable about themselves, and this person knows how to give back to themselves, and this person knows their self-worth, and they're watching you change in this sort of instance. Now, for some of you, and I don't want to frighten you by saying this, again, this is a general reading. The Death card may mean that this is an end of a relationship for some of you. Maybe one that you were waiting on, that you knew was kind of ending, but you didn't really take the first step forward. And for others of you, this is for singles, this is about washing away the tide, taking all that debris, pulling it out and just cleansing your love life now to how it is. And that's really great. That's really great. You've a few people going on now here. Aries, because it's like it told me to go straight to King of Rods. Now, King of Rods is your energy, but I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone else. So either some of you are getting rid of a relationship because you have met someone, or there is someone in the background that you really want to explore romantically, or this is someone new coming in for you. King of Rods, this King of Rods in particular is very quiet to me. All the cards seem to be quite quiet this June. You've got Aries, you, Leo and Sagittarius. So you've got someone that is kind of on your wavelength. It's a little bit more sparky, has got a little bit more pep in their step. You know, it's just a little bit more electric. Now, interesting enough that this one's a bit quieter. But what I will say is that even though they're turned away, it looks like out of this scenario, I think, do I know? This is more of a case that they're not going to come at you hard and fast. Which sometimes, as an Aries, you kind of attract both extremes. You attract those ones that are on your wavelength and it's like bang, 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 and the energy's there, and then all of a sudden it's done. And then on the flip side, you get the really quiet ones that takes time to unravel, and it keeps you interested because you're like, I just don't know. What is going on beyond, you know? You're so interested in them. This person is an interesting mix of both, is what I'll say. They're not going to come out straight away and say that they might have feelings for you or that they are interested in you in some way. Now, I would say to some of you, be careful, because if you are aware of this person may be a little bit of a player on a very DL sort of way. But there's something quite lovely about this, because I think this person may take you out of all of this even more and give you the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I'm not saying that they can physically give it to you, but I'm saying is there's an opportunity for this to happen. And this is one of my happy home cards. This is everything you could ever want. Happy wife, happy husband or partner even, happy kids, family's good, granny and granddad are good, the dogs are good, the house is good, the job is good. It's all of that on a real practical, tangible level. And it's also about, when I'm seeing two people here, and what I'm hearing is that two people bringing their money together in a quite an affluent sense. So some of you, whoever this is, there's an option or an opportunity to actually be quite like the merging of money. I don't always talk about money in this sense, especially with a love reading, but either one of you or both of you are doing well financially, but the coming together of the two of you is kind of creating this little empire. Does that make sense? And also this person then could be an entrepreneur, and so understands funding and all of that, but it's what comes out of that, the joining of the two of you, that's a really high probability. Right, let's check out your card then for the end. This is overall energy and the completion card. Empress, beautiful. Who got this now? Libra, I think it was. Great, so I love that you have this. So this is about you just kind of like taking care of business, but it's another major arcana, and this is saying, look, whatever you're feeling at the moment, start getting your juices flowing again. And you kind of, I feel like you kind of need some of this throughout June. You kind of need to be inspired again, Aries. Yeah. And if you're not getting it off anyone, give it to yourself. Go out, go different places you haven't been before. Talk to different people you haven't talked to before. Experience things differently, because she's all about the birth of new ideas, new creations and innovations. So for some of you, if you are coupled and you're looking to get pregnant, this is saying, well, hey, this is a very good card to have for that. And then for others of you, it's saying, if you're just wanting to plant the seeds of something else in your life in a certain particular area, and this is saying then you're going to be really fruitful. you're really gonna gain back a lot in this. And to move forward with it, she is such a beautiful energy to have. Be in your power this month, Aries, no matter what way this kind of fluctuates for you, no matter how sick and tired of people you get, no matter how sick and tired you are of being sick and tired, that this Empress energy, regardless if you're man or woman, is so strong in you that whatever way you move forward now and the decisions that you make, you will come out on top. But make sure that you do it with a good heart. I know you will, though. That's not even an issue. Think about it, think about what you want, and start to implement that and move forward. All right, Aries, this has been your love reading for June 2018. I hope you liked it. I hope it brought some clarity, and even if some of it's a bit dodge, don't worry about it, because you know how you'll be feeling, and you can be so aware of it now that you can consciously attack it a little bit better. So if you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. That would be lovely. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you'd like a personal private reading, you can certainly contact me. My email address is below this video, and I'll email you back with my price list and my service list as well. Aries, have a beautiful June. Stay in the sun. Stay tip top and gorgeous as you always are, and I'll see you in July. You take care. Bye bye.